What's up, everyone? Adam Ronis from Fantasy Alarm here with your Week 9 Yahoo DFS plays. Kicking off at the quarterback position, going to save some money here and go with TAGOVAILOA. He's $26. He's done well against bad defenses. He's coming off a game against the Bills where he wasn't great, but they're the number one defense by DVOA. A little bit easier this week because he's going to go up against the Texans. They are the second worst team in yards per pass attempt. They've allowed 15 passing touchdowns this year. And we know that Miami is going to throw. They've had trouble running the football. Tua has at least 39 pass attempts in 3 consecutive games. And in those 2 recent games against bad defense, he had 28.5 Yahoo points against Atlanta, 22.36 Yahoo points against Jacksonville. So he's in a good spot this week. At running back, going to go with Austin Ekeler. He's $30, and we love the volume that he's getting. He's averaging 19.5 Yahoo points per game. He has at least 18 Yahoo points in 5 of the last 6 games and at least 17 touches in 5 of the last 6 games. He's going up against the Eagles. Good matchup here. They've allowed 123.5 rushing yards per game to running backs and 9 rushing touchdowns. They also allow 52 receiving yards per game to running backs, so we know Ekeler can get it done on the ground and through the air. A wide receiver, going to go with TYREEK Hill. He's $30. That's pretty cheap for a wide receiver the caliber of Hill. And while the Chiefs' offense has been disappointing and they haven't really had the big plays to Hill, he's actually getting more volume, so it raises the floor. And there's still that potential for a ceiling game. We know Green Bay's still without their top cover corner, Jair Alexander. And look, TYREEK had 18 targets last week. Anytime I can get a receiver that's getting that volume, I'm going to take the chance because it could result in 2-3 touchdowns, and TYREEK still has the ability for that big play. Last week he had 12 receptions, 94 yards, and a touchdown. And his last 5 games, the targets are 18, 9, 12, 13, and 12. The volume is there. He's averaging 11.25 targets per game, so have to consider him at that price. At tight end, I'm going to go with Dallas Goedert. He's not in the top 5 for pricing. He's $20, and we saw last week Philadelphia barely passed the ball. Jalen Hurts was 9 of 14 as they blew out Detroit, and there was hardly any volume. Goedert still had a 50% target share. So of the 9 completed passes by Hurts, Goedert caught 6 of them for 72 yards on 7 targets. He has at least 70 yards in the 2 games without Zach Ertz, and the Chargers allow the 3rd most fantasy points to tight ends. They've allowed 5 touchdowns to tight ends, and they rank 30th in DVOA against the tight end position. Finally, for value, going to go with Devontae Booker. He's only $15. We're assuming Saquon Barkley will not return. It doesn't look like it. Booker's getting the volume. He has at least 13.6 Yahoo points in 3 of the 4 games without Barkley, at least 16 touches in the last 4 games as well. And it's not a bad matchup. The Raiders allow 131.3 rushing yards per game, 8 rushing touchdowns to the running back, and also 4.6 yards per carry. So Booker just getting that volume, and he's cheap at only $15, so that's a good spot. Those are your Week 9 Yahoo DFS plays. I'm Adam Ronis from Fantasy Alarm. Go get that money.